On our way back, it's me and my cousin. We're on the sidewalk, headed back home. We're on the sidewalk, and coming towards us was two other guys, right? Two of us, two of them. You know, it's nothing. Who cares, right? We probably crossed 5, 10 different times where two guys walked past us, a guy, a girl, two, whatever. But as we started getting closer, I can see in one of the guy's eyes, he doesn't look right. You know, he does not look right at all. I don't know. That's why I'm not staring at him, because that can cause a problem in itself, right? That's one thing that I never understood. A lot of people claim they don't want to, you know, no drama or whatever, but they'll stare at somebody, you know, and that's disrespectful. It's irritating, even to me. You know, I've actually had to ask a couple of people, like, hey, what are you looking at? What's up? You know, because they're just staring at you like it's disrespectful. So I don't want to stare at the guy. However, I don't want to just completely ignore him, because he's showing me signs that something's up. Now, at this time, I can't even tell you about how far. What is this? That's probably, I don't know, 20 yards away. Just as we're getting closer, walking towards each other, he almost seems hostile for no reason, though, right? For no reason. We're not mean mugging, nothing. And the other guy that's with him, he doesn't look like, you know, there's a problem or anything. He looks normal like we look. But that one guy just looks like he wants trouble or something. So in my head, I'm going, okay, well, let's hope this is just, maybe he's having a bad day. You know, I'm always going to give people the benefit of the doubt. That's how I get down. He gets closer, and now I can really see this guy. As you see, I got glasses on right now. So I wear glasses when I drive because I'm nearsighted. I can't really see things far. So the closer he got in, I'm getting a better view of what's going on here. So meat and potatoes is right here. We're walking up, and when we are so my cousin is to the left of me, and we're on the far right side of the sidewalk, right? So my cousin's to the left of me, and if I just take one step to the right, my foot will be in the street. So we're kind of coming over this way a little bit so that they can, you know, stay on the sidewalk and just walk right past us. Once they got to not to where they can reach out and touch us, but let's say they were, I don't know, 6 feet away, something like that, right? And within 10 feet. By the time he was within 10 feet, I bullshit you not, out of nowhere, butterfly knife. He whips it out. Boom. Startles us, obviously, right? Picture it, right? We're just walking. He's looking funny. He gets up within, you know, a danger close range. Boom. Butterfly knife comes out. My cousin's closest to him. When that butterfly knife comes out, draw happens. Boom. I pull the gun out. I don't point it at him. I just pull it out, and I have it like, you know, like this. So I pull it out. I'm holding it. He's got the knife out, guns up just like this. And I walk out into the street. My cousin goes back around me like, what the fuck? Now, understand, my cousin is he's a well known for being a good fighter. He's a great fighter. So he's not a scary guy or anything like that, but he's smart. Right? I might be able to beat this guy, but he has a freaking blade, right? And they weren't small. When his blade comes out, gun comes out, I hold it here, and I step out into the street and turn towards him. And I'm like, you know, I didn't say any words to him. My body language was like, dude, what the fuck? You know, and when I do that, his friend got scared, and his friend kind of stumbled and it went behind him, and he turns and he's looking at me as he's backing out, and I'm turning, you know, still towards him as I'm backpedaling, gun staying right there. He kind of smirks like, I don't know, he's some kind of asshole, man. He smirks, puts his knife back up and puts it in. I reholster my gun, you know, but I don't take my eye off this guy. Like, I'm just kind of walking and looking back at him like, you know, what was that? What if he just turns around and dashes at me? What if his buddy actually has a gun but didn't draw it because, you know, I already had the drop on him? Who knows what can happen right after this? So I'm still on him. Not only that, but my hand is on I lifted up my shirt and put it to where it wrapped around the gun like this. So you can see the gun from the outside. You can see, you know, like this much of my gun purposely so that I'm basically open carrying, right? So now all I got to do is just reach, grab that gun. I don't have to clear a garment. So that's what I did. I put my clothing around it like that and had my hand down right by it as I'm staring at him and backing out. That smirk bothers me as I'm telling the story right now. It's so irritating, that smirk he had. I retreated and drew at the same time, kept the gun here, did not pull it out and point dead in his face or nothing like that. Based on what he did is how I reacted. I reacted properly. If he would have pulled that and then walked towards me, yes, the gun would have came up and been playing dead center mass, if not in the face. But that's not what happened. They stared and we backed up. Once we got, I don't know, I guess 20 yards, about 20, 30 yards, he turned around and just walked, no longer looking at me. I couldn't do that. I couldn't turn my back. I still kept walking away, but keeping my eye on him as I'm walking away, constantly just walk, walk, that kind of a thing, until we were able to turn right and go into our street, where now all I got is this happened only 3 blocks from my house. So we were pretty close to home, when that happened. Yeah, and then me and my cousin just kind of talked about it, what the hell was that? In my mind, I thought maybe this guy knows my cousin. Maybe maybe there's a problem between them two I don't know about. And so I'm kind of trying to beat him out of information in case maybe he's lying to me. Not that he's ever lied to me before, but it just didn't really make much sense. So I wanted to just kind of find out, you sure you don't know him? He was very adamant. I know he was telling the truth when he said, I don't know that guy. I don't believe I've ever seen him in my life. I think it was just a guy just trying to be a badass, and he fucked with the wrong person, So the guy quite literally brought a knife to a gunfight, and he could have lost his life, because if he'd have threw that butterfly and then came after me, walked towards me, even, he didn't have to run, sprint. If he pulled that out and walked towards me, in a certain kind of manner, he was going to get shot. I was going to center, right there, right in his freaking upper torso. He was going to be done. What gun did I have back then? Good question. I didn't have Scarface. I didn't have Goldie Glocks, aka Phlegathon. I didn't have the Glock 40. What I did have was the Glock 29, and I had the Glock 17. Being 100% honest, I don't know which one of those I had when this happened. But best believe it's one or the other. It was either the Glock 17 or the 29. Those were the only two. And actually, no, I had my 10mm EAA witness match at that time also. So it's a good chance I had that. I honestly don't remember which gun I had on me. Those were the only 3 handguns I owned. So it was one of the 3. And but that's that.